Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm about to go live. Where is the scene's acting right? Come on. Play right. Okay, you went past it. Here it is. Come on. Hello, hello, hello. This is Korey. I'm ready to go live. Let me put the link in there. So when my friends come on, they better pop on in here. Let me see where everybody's at. See, Dave might be in another live. Oh, it's only 6:52. I'm early. I'm early today. I was supposed to go 7. The computer acts up so much, I didn't know it. I thought I was really past my time. So I'm going to give it a little few minutes before I get started. Get time for my friends to come on in here. Yeah. Give them time. I'm early because my computer sometimes acts up. It does the wrong thing. Let me see. Oh, there's mine. My live picture. I bet you David's with Wolf, not a Wolf game, Wolfcast. That's probably where he is.
Let's see. Passes when they're deep passes. Don't cause penalties on deep plays. It's right there. It's right there. But again,
no, you're not there.
We're third of the year through the season. We shouldn't have these same questions.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Definitely, man. And it's like with Jimmy Garoppolo, even, man, you see a lot of those nuances, and I feel like you don't really appreciate his game unless you watch the film. And just the subtle little things that he does really great is pretty badass. And I was a Trey Lance guy. I was super excited to see what he was going to bring this season. Super bummed out about it, but yeah, man, I love a lot of things about Garoppolo's game. You guys go and watch the film on him, and yeah, he's got some badass stuff. Yeah, he is. We're getting close to the hour mark, bro. There's so much to talk about, everybody. I'll let Jason go in a little bit, but I'm going to ask him just a couple little closing questions, but everybody else can stay in for a little bit longer. So what do you think the keys to victory are going to be for this week against Kansas City?
I think the biggest thing is going to be how you defend this offense, right? And that sounds very easy, right, to say. Like, it's like, oh, well, just hold them down. Okay. But what I did notice is there's a little bit of a blueprint out there from other teams, especially the Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. And the Buffalo Bills actually ran man coverage 16% of the time for all of their games. They ran man coverage 54% of the time against Kansas City. Now, what you're basically doing when you do that is make Marquez Valdez-Scantling beat you. make Juju Smith-Schuster down the field beat you. Make Nico Hardman beat you. You can't, right? So Kelsey's going to get his. And Kelsey is so good at creating yards after the catch. I know we love George Kittle. There needs to be a discussion, like, at some point where, like, guys, we're 49ers fans and we love George Kittle. Travis Kelsey's incredible, man. Because you know what he's doing this year? Every single person on the defense knows the ball is going to Travis Kelsey. Guess what? They can't stop it. They can't stop it, right? But if Travis Kelsey's going to get his, you got to limit Juju. You got to limit MBS. You got to limit Mecole Hardman. You cannot let any of these guys, because they have trouble separating. Now, is that easy if Hufanga, Mooney Ward is out, Verrett doesn't play? No. That becomes incredibly different, right? But if you're able to get Hufanga, you're able to get Mooney back, you're able to bring Verrett in, you can run more of that man and force them into uncomfortable situations. And also, that Nick Bosa guy didn't get a chance to get after the quarterback. So
That guy's
again,
all right.
he's all right. He's pretty good at football, right?
Yeah.
So it's more about the blueprint that other people have laid. Everybody who has been successful slowing down the Chiefs has done it with man defense. They have not done it running zone. Because if you do that, you are allowing these guys to pick you apart. Mahomes will pick you apart. Kelsey knows where to sit that thing down. You're allowing Juju to sit it in where he needs to sit it. When you make them make plays on the outside is when you're going to be successful. So when you look at what the Buffalo Bills, who have an incredible defense without Tre'Davious White, by the way, were able to do this past week, the 49ers need to duplicate that success somehow. And that's the way to do it, is by running a bunch of men against these guys.
Hey, John K.
What's up? It's the GOAT, Corey Davis. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I feel like
I'm
Kittle's
doing
been
good,
ramping
just
up
like
ever
always.
since he got back from the injury, just little by little.
I'm so glad you're on. I'm ready
kind of
for my
building up,
pick'ems.
and I think this is going to be
Yeah. I came on early, a little bit early. I was like, oh, I'm early. It's only 6:52.
Yeah.
It's not 7 o'clock yet.
Yeah, now we got to wait for David. Who else? Bryant.
Right.
I think YTC's about to finish his podcast with his Giants fans. So he's probably
Somebody's coming in. Brian is coming in. Here's Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys tonight?
Fine.
Good.
Well, I did end up doing 8 out of 6 last week.
Same here.
How'd you do, Brian?
I'm getting situated. I need 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm all hands today. All hands.
Yeah. All right, let me get my sheet from last week and pull up the score. Let me double check. All right, so the 49ers lost, so we'll put that in the L category. And I went 8-6. 8-6.
Yeah, me too.
All right. All right.
I look like Brian's frozen.
Yep.
Oh, here I am.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I did pretty bad this week because a lot of the teams that I was hoping to win, like the good teams, us, we ended up losing, so I didn't do too good. I wanted to see Chicago win, but Washington did, so that was one loss. Atlanta was a loss. I picked New England, so I got 2 losses. The Jets 3 losses. The Colts 4 losses. The Vikings, they won, so the Cincinnati 5 losses. The Giants 6 losses. Pittsburgh 7. The Rams 8. I don't want to keep counting because I didn't do very good.
Hey, it happens. No one's gonna have a perfect,
Yeah.
Some weeks just, like some teams win that we didn't know.
Like the Jets.
Yeah.
We all want to get them.
True.
I'm trying to get time for David to come in. I don't know where.
Yeah.
I mean, he told me he'd see me.
Yeah.
Send him a message.
And there's a lot of games this week that are very difficult to pick. I was looking at the pick'ems, especially Thursday night game, that's a difficult one. Let's see another game that's going to be difficult. The Falcons and Bengals. That's going to be a difficult one.
Mhm.
Let's see. Uh, the Jets and Broncos. That'll be a difficult pick.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. And then the Niners. Why? Why do I support this team? What? No matter what, just like my boy. Yeah, you guys don't know him. My boy Jonas. He's a Bears fan.
Yep.
Not like Michael, who's a
I
little.
do know.
Jonas.
I
He
know.
said, Jonas. He says, I will support my Bears if we go 0-17, or if we go 17-0 and win the Super Bowl. And I'm like, Jonas, I'm the same way as you, man. It's just too bad that Butters or Michael, really disgraced his Bears family by the stuff he
Yeah.
does. But I'm not gonna bring that up. That's a different situation. But yep.
I guess I could just go back if they would come in and ask him. I don't know
So
where he is today.
so you guys heard of a Harbaugh will be at the game?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was shocked myself.
Harbaugh and all of the 2012 team, I believe. So all of the players on the 2012 team should be at the game this weekend.
That makes way more sense because
Yeah.
I was like, is he gonna watch? Because like he's not playing Cal or Stanford on the schedule, so I'm not sure why he would be here unless he was out here in the West Coast. Like even if he was playing USC, he'll still be able to watch a game or UCLA. But yeah, it's been a decade that NFC Championship team. I forgot all about it. 10 years have passed.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. Definitely be a fun game to go and see at halftime.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't understand is like, why don't they show us a little bit more of what happens during halftime? I know they come in with the announcers and they start talking about other games and stuff, but it'd be nice to see a little clip of what's going on at halftime. They do it during the Super Bowl.
Yep.
It's NFL, their rules and stuff anyway. I don't give a damn about that stuff anyway.
Well, I guess I just got to get, what time is it? 7?
Yeah, my buddy Wolfcast, he was having a stream and he had Jason Aponte on his show. So
Yep, I saw that.
I saw that. Yep.
I started trying to message everybody I could as fast as I could to build it. And he's doing pretty good. He's doing really good. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah. I'll figure something out with them. I don't know if he has Instagram. If not, then because there are a lot of people that I would like to collaborate, but they only have Twitter. So
Yeah.
it really hurts. But I'm not going to create a Twitter just to reach out to people. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I told Wolf, I said, dude, if you make a Twitter account, it'll be easier for me to share share your video with other people I know. I have a Facebook account, so I can share it there. I have an Instagram account, so I try to share it everywhere I can. I can't do it all the time everywhere, but I told him, I said, if you do, then I can push it. And I told him the same thing because a lot of people were saying, don't get an Instagram account, don't get a Twitter account. People are evil. And I agree. But if you don't go on it to argue and you just go on to like upload your video and get other people, that's what I would be, recommending.
Yeah, that's most I do. I look at when I go on my Twitter, I mostly look at animal videos. I look at animal videos and I go, oh, look at that. I go, let me see what this dog is doing. We'll see what this cat doing.
Yeah.
We'll see what this kind of animal's doing.
When I started YouTube, I did everything with email. That was not a good idea. But then I went to Instagram because I was interviewing these two ladies from LA. One's a Chargers fan, one's a Niner fan. And they told me if you're not looking for drama, do Instagram. So I went to Instagram, and all you do is you post photos and clips. So I'm like, why not? Let me just put the photos in the clips. So that's why I use Instagram.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
That was my Lily. She wanted to make a photo bomb.
Hello,
Hello,
Dina.
everybody.
Hi,
Hey,
Dina. How you
Dina.
doing?
I'm okay. I'm tired.
How did you do on the picks last week?
Oh Lord. I can't.
I didn't do good either.
I think
Well-
everyone did awful this week, but no worries. That's okay.
1, 2, 3,
happens.
4, 5, 6. I had like 6 wins. I don't know what the score was with Chicago. I can't remember. Did they win or lose?
What did they do last week? I think they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
All right, but that makes 8 losses then.
So
I was too busy trying to cheer the Niners on in Atlanta
Yeah.
to no
Yep.
degree, right?
Well, I guess I can go ahead and get started. I don't know where Dave at today. What's going on?
he'll hop on soon.
Yeah, he's probably on another show or something.
Yeah.
You know, he's multi-talented that way.
And I think YTC is still with the Giants podcaster, so they're probably going longer today. So they'll probably show up probably by 7:30, or
Yeah. Okay, so we got Thursday night. New Orleans at Arizona. Where's my pick? So John Jay.
Oh man, I have to go first. Here we go. All right. So I don't know who's gonna win this game. I'm telling you that right now. I do not know. Both teams look god awful. I don't know what's wrong with the Cardinals. I saw their game last week. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I chose the Bengals to beat the Saints. Jeez, I won't be surprised if this game ends in a tie, but I have to pick a team, so I'm gonna go with my gut, and my gut's telling me choose the Saints. So I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm no longer taking the numbers. So my gut is telling me just take the Saints, John Jay. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Dina.
Saints. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Brian.
Who dat?
Who dat?
You know, I'm going with the Saints too.
Sorry, TRL.
Arizona right now, they're trying to figure it. I think what's his name comes back. Brian what's his name? Hopkins. Yeah, but you know, it's gonna take him probably a while to get them to get from situated. And then they just traded for another receiver, Anderson or something.
Yeah.
Probably gonna take him a while to get formatted to the system, back to the system.
Anyway.
So I'm gonna go with New Orleans too.
Sorry, TRL, you're my boy, but I don't know what's wrong with the Cardinals this year. I didn't know they would be this awful.
Oh, did you hear why he haven't shaved his head facial yet?
Who changed his what?
Haven't shaved his facial.
No.
AZ.
Oh, he didn't do it.
He said he's gonna do it in November because he said he got have a family picture. Oh, they go watch TC's in the chat. Let me see what he said.
I can't be on doing the show. Yeah. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you'll hop on later. Maybe later in the show, but that's cool. All right.
Here's David.
David.
Hey, David, we was looking for you.
There he is.
What's up, fellas?
What's
up, David?
So, David, we just got finished doing Thursday night. New Orleans at Arizona.
What's going on?
Who you got? You got who dat or you got the red chickens?
The Red Chickens versus the Who Dat.
YTC says Saints over the Cardinals.
David.
David.
Yep, that's definitely her. Huh?
What?
David, you been drinking?
Uh-oh. No.
No. No.
Yeah.
All right. So, who do
No,
you?
no, I'm good.
Who you got in New Orleans or the Arizona?
Yeah, who do you got?
David's having
Okay,
to
Ding, ding,
oh,
ding.
it's okay. So game one's the Cardinals against who?
Saints.
Thanks.
Oh my
Thursday
goodness.
night. Is
Yeah.
in Arizona.
I don't know.
Is there ever gonna be a good Thursday night game?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
I don't know what's going on. Who would
I
have
don't
thought
even know
these
why
teams-
we have them.
No.
I'm gonna go against my better. No, where's it at? It's at New Orleans.
No, it's in Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that might make it even worse. Okay, I'm gonna go with the red chickens.
He said he's making it worse. Oh man.
But yep.
All right.
But you know, Arizona haven't won a home game yet.
No?
They
That's why I was saying that.
They 9 something.
Oh, whatever.
If
Anyway.
they lose this game at home, it'd be 9 games.
Oh man.
Wow.
And it just gets worse because there's gonna be a lot of games that are so confusing this week.
Okay, let me stick with YTC is at. Let me see. I think it's this one.
All right, so what's the next
Atlanta at Cincinnati.
Atlanta. All right, Atlanta versus Cincinnati. Oh man, I don't know. What is going on? Anyway, so the Falcons they kicked our butts. I'm so angry about that. The Bengals beat the Saints. I don't know. Oh man, shoot. I'm gonna go with my guts, and somehow, for some reason, I'm gonna take the Bengals. I'm gonna have the worst this week.
Okay, Brian.
I'm gonna go Bengals too. I know Atlanta seems to be a very hot team right now, but I think they're gonna go to Cincinnati, and I just think their hot's gonna run off a little bit. They beat us, and they should have beat Tampa Bay, but Cincinnati's got to win here sooner or later too. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Dina.
Cincinnati, only because I can't stand what they did to us last week.
Yeah.
Okay. David.
Cincinnati. So Bengals and the Falcons.
The
Yeah,
Falcons.
the buzzards.
The Falcons a little bit. The Falcons.
I'm gonna pick the Falcons.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, they didn't fail last week, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take Cincinnati. I was gonna go to Falcons too, but I'm hoping they lose. And let me see. And if I'm reading right, YTC is taking Bengals over Falcons.
Yes.
Okay, next one is you got Buccaneers and Pack. Mine's different. Detroit at Dallas.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh.
Mm.
Oh man.
Next.
I'm gonna take Dallas. I don't trust these Lions though. Why? Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like picking Dallas, but I'm gonna say that they're probably gonna win this game. Cooper Rush or Dak Prescott. It's at home. I think they got a good shot. Detroit's not coming to play every week. They're like hit and miss.
Detroit is
Yeah.
confusing. They're like so confusing. I don't know.
Dina,
Taking Dallas.
David,
Dallas.
and I'm going right along with y'all taking Dallas. And let me see if I can find where YTC took out of these two teams. Jeez. Did I pass by it or something? Maybe I went past. Maybe he didn't say nothing for this one.
Oh man.
Who's this? I didn't see this person. Not as all day. He's taking Atlanta.
Oh, so he's taking the spread and the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, whatever.
Well, in
I'm gonna
that case, so did I. Oh,
I'm gonna have a bad because a lot of these games are gonna be awful.
Okay, next game is Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take. Man, I don't know who's gonna win this game. I'm gonna take Tennessee. I don't trust the Colts. I know they both have this almost this identical record. They don't have Jonathan Taylor. I'm gonna take Tennessee. I'm just going with my gut. Like, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee on this one. They got a better run game. It's at home.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to say is if Matt Ryan was on our team right now, or even Marcus Mariota, we'd probably be doing better.
Oh man.
I don't think it's necessarily the player. I think it's the scheme that they're in. Matt Ryan, if he has a good offense around him, he can produce, but he's not the player that will take you over the top. I guess he's a different, just like Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
But I think Matt Ryan's got a lot of talent, so he's just got to get his team behind him. But for this game, it's a home game. I'm going Tennessee.
Okay. Dina?
Yeah, I'm taking Tennessee.
And YTC took Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stick with y'all and go with Tennessee too. My gut says go to Indianapolis, but yeah, Tennessee's at home. I'm go with the home team. Okay. Green Bay at Washington. Let me see.
I'm taking the Packers because last week, if you saw that Thursday night game, oh my gosh, Carson Wentz had 99 yards. The Bears had an opportunity to win that game. And come on, Bears, you cannot get a touchdown score. They had over 100 and I think over 150 rushing yards, and they could not win the football game. The Commanders have their own problems. Green Bay, because of technicality, I love that word. I'm going to take the technicality. I'm going to take the Packers.
Okay.
Packers.
Bryant.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers as well. I think the Packers are going to lose too many games this year. I really don't. As long as they got Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Dina.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the Packers only because the Commanders are just like too inconsistent. and I don't think they have a decent running game.
David.
Packers, Bears.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
Packers and
Commander.
Washington
Commander,
Commanders.
whatever, Washington.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. What is up with all these garbage games? Okay. I'm gonna take the Packers.
Okay. And YTC is taking the Packers. And Corey Davis is taking the Packers. I'm taking the Packers too. Okay. Next is Tampa Bay at Carolina.
Tampa Bay. They should win this game.
Yeah. Let me see where. Here we go. Bryant.
Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay loses this game, they got a lot of problems.
Yes.
Dina.
It's the lesser of two evils. Now I'll go with Tampa Bay. I think they got redemption in their blood.
Okay. Yep. David.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
And YTC is going with the Bucks too. And Corey's going with the Bucks. I'll be surprised. It doesn't surprise me if Carolina win.
Yeah.
I was surprised Steelers beat Tampa
They won't.
Bay.
They won't. Don't worry.
Okay. YTC team. New York Giants at Jacksonville.
All right, so this entire week, Jacksonville is the favorites to win this game. I do not know why. I looked at the numbers. I looked at the spread. This game is going to be under, okay? But for whatever the reason, Jacksonville is predicted to win this game. And then I looked at the overall numbers of why, okay? New York is averaging just over 21 points, allowing 19 points per game. Jacksonville is scoring 23 points and 19 points per game allowed. So, they're exact identical. Jaguars have a better offense with more total yards, total offense. They also have a better defense when it comes to stopping the run. So if they're going by the numbers, Jacksonville is the favorite. I don't know why. Now, this is a very interesting game because the Giants are coming off two difficult victories. It's hard for me to take the Jaguars. My gut is telling me the Jaguars. And I've been going with my gut. So I'm going to take the Jaguars. I'm going to be like everybody else. I think the Jaguars are going to steal this game. So call me crazy. My gut's telling me take the Jaguars.
YTC is right now. Not playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaguars too because I've been really excited about them all year. There's been a lot of close games. John's talking facts. They've been scoring points and keeping the opponents down a little bit. But some games, they've had some pretty good games. So it's at home, and I got a lot. When you're at home, there's just that total different atmosphere. Giants have been on a really, really big hot streak. I think this is the time that they're going to come back down to earth. Sorry, YTC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dina.
I'm taking the Giants.
Hmm.
I have to go with with the Giants because I want them to be up there in the same rankings almost with the Eagles since I can't stand the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, David.
Vikings, Eagles.
No.
Giants
versus Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this is a hard one to pick because I'm just saying that because YTC is listening.
Well, the Jaguars have been the favorite since the point spread, the odds, the over under. So
I don't
And if that,
understand that.
well, I don't think it matters where it's at.
I know it's all
I'm gonna take the Giants.
okay.
JYTC takes the Giants,
Yep.
and Mr. Corey Davis takes the Giants.
All
Probably
right.
shouldn't, but
We'll find out
I'll
on
probably lose.
Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that game could go either way. I'm just a,
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. I just think that this year they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe it's
Okay.
just Trevor Lawrence. He's got pretty hair. I don't know.
Oh, please. He probably washed it.
Um,
Imagine if
Cleveland.
we would have got Trevor Lawrence. They said that guy was ready. He just needed a team around him.
Oh
That's,
yeah. Trevor Lawrence was ready because remember I scout quarterbacks. A lot of people don't believe me, but when he was 16 years old, on whatever high school he went, probably somewhere in Carolina, and he was just outplaying everyone on the field. He was like the best player. He just dominated at 16. Like he was ready. It's just that he had to finish his junior season in high school, senior season in high school, and had to go 3 mandatory seasons in college because that's the mandatory rules. And he won games. Now he's in the NFL, and you know when you get drafted one first overall, you're going to a rebuilding franchise. So, but if you put the right people around Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars in another year or two, they'll be back in the playoffs. But it comes down to the coaches and general manager.
yeah.
Okay, next game is Cleveland at Baltimore.
All right.
Oh, hell.
Now about Baltimore,
Ah,
they have been blowing a lot of games this year. They've blown a lot of games. They lost to the Giants. They lost to Miami, and I don't know who they lost to on that third game, but they've blown 3 games. Cleveland. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to think about Cleveland. They're very confusing.
very.
My gut is telling me to take the Ravens. And this is a divisional matchup. It can go either way. My gut. I'm gonna stick with the Ravens. My gut's telling me just take the Ravens.
Okay. Bryant.
I'm going Cleveland because they are very weird right now, and so is Baltimore. Even though it's a home game for Baltimore, it's just Baltimore's been playing really weird. They should be beating teams that they're losing to, and
Yeah.
they're not. They're like us right now, and I'm glad we don't have Greg Roman anymore. They're not doing a good job on offense. Everybody says, "Oh, if we had if we had I'm sorry, I'm thinking of his name right now. Russell, not Russell.
Lamar.
Jackson, right?
Yeah.
The Ravens quarterback.
Yeah.
If we had him right now, oh, we'd be Super Bowl contenders. This and this and this. Well, he would be playing on the same type of offense that he has right now.
Right.
And right now, I don't see his team, really doing anything different than the Niners are doing. We have a different play caller, but the teams are really built the same. He has a fullback too, and if he either throws the ball too fast and it hits the player right at the first moment it can get to him, or he throws the ball into the ground, and he depends a lot on his legs. I'd take him as our quarterback. I think he can do better if he was coached up a little bit, and he's not the worst quarterback in the league. I just think something's off with him right now. And I know they've been talking about like trade talks and his contract and him maybe not coming back next year. I don't know if that's all in his head, but you got to play. You got to play to get paid. And if he doesn't put up this year, other teams aren't gonna. They're gonna say he's broken. But yeah, right now Cleveland's up and down, and I had to pick up a fantasy quarterback, so I picked up Cleveland's quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. So I'm hoping he does good, and I'm going Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dina.
Again, this is like a lesser two evils also, but Baltimore's been kind of shaky, like too shaky for me. and I'm gonna go with the underdog and take Cleveland.
Okay. David.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Mhm.
No,
And I think
no,
yeah,
actually, I'm going with the Browns because the Ravens are freaking garbage.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us how
uh,
you really feel, David.
Where,
the
where's
Brown
CEO?
YTC is going with the Ravens,
on. Yeah.
and Corey's going with the Ravens.
So me and Corey going for the Ravens. Like I said, it's a divisional matchup. Anything can happen.
Okay, and probably gonna be another week game. New York Jets at Denver.
All right. So
uh,
call me crazy, and I'm going to tell you why I'm picking the Jets. The Jets under Robert Saleh, they have built a culture in less time than I anticipated. The players are enjoying the play under Robert Saleh. These young players are not any other prospects from college. These guys are good, and the running back they got from North Carolina, he's good. Byron Hall is also another underappreciated running back. They've built a good offensive line. Offensive line. Their defense also has players from the 49ers. They've built a good team. Sauce Gardner is legit. I can see. I know why they call him Sauce. Because he earned that nickname, and I think they're going to build around that kid, that corner, and give this team another year or two, and the Jets will finally have a winning culture. The Broncos are just so confusing right now. They play good, and then in the second half they just fall apart. I don't know how they beat us. I will never. I'm not going to talk about this game. I'm going to take the Jets. I think the Jets are finally a team that we have to start to respect. And
yeah.
Robert Saleh, maybe I've been wrong about Robert Saleh, but again, I'm still going to hold my doubts. But he's building a good culture in New York right now, so I'm going to take the Jets.
Okay, Brian.
Well, Denver should win this game. If Denver doesn't win this game, I think it's over for Denver. I think Denver can just pack up, and I mean that's it. Um, there's definitely something wrong with the play calling for Russell Wilson or Russell Wilson. There's definitely something's right there is not happening because he's supposed to have good wide receivers. He's supposed to have a good running back. They're not winning. They have a good defense and they have one of the best kickers in the league. So I don't understand why they're not winning. Is it the play coach? Is it the head coach, or is it Russell Wilson? Because it's kind of like what's going on with us. Is it Kyle Shanahan or is it Jimmy Garoppolo? Because at a certain point, you can say, "Oh, I'm going to throw to this guy," but I'm going to choose to throw to this guy because he's open. I know what the coach is telling me to do, but I'm going to do this. And is that what Russell's doing? Is he just listening to his coach, or is he overthinking things? Um, I'm going Jets. I like what John said too. I agree. Russell, not Russell, but Saleh definitely has built a culture for the Jets. I like their quarterback too. I wouldn't have been upset if he would have came to Zach Wilson came to our team. I think we would have done good with him too. Sometimes it's like I said earlier, it's the team that you're around, your system. But he the Jets are hot right now. So if the Jets win, I definitely think they could go like 8-8 this year. I don't think they're or 8-9 or something like that. I don't think they're gonna maybe make the playoffs, but they'll make noise getting up there. So I'm going Jets.
Okay, Dina.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets too.
Okay, David.
Jets.
Good,
Jets.
good,
Jets.
good.
Yeah, fuck them. Oh, pardon my language.
um, I'm going with y'all too. Jets. 'Cause Denver been letting me down a lot lately, so especially with Russell. Not looking good as I thought they would look. Okay, our next game on YTC to Jets too.
Hmm.
Um, next game is the Houston Texans at Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, so this is my trap game of the week, and the reason why I say it's a trap game is because Las Vegas is the better team on paper. They put a lot of points on. Their defense is inconsistent, but the Raiders are supposed to win this game. So I'm taking the trap. A trap game does not mean the other team is going to win. It just means that this game, the Texans can get the upset. The Everyone is going to be taking the LA. Las Vegas. Raiders. But I've been watching the Texans, and they've been playing tough. They've been playing tough all year. The record that doesn't show, nothing, but they've been playing tough. I'm calling the trap game. This is the trap game. Las Vegas and Houston. Take the trap and take Houston. So that's my pick.
Okay, Bryant.
I feel very strongly on like what John said as well. I've been going Houston a lot this year. They've been letting me down, so I've been kind of going off of it. And then when I go off of it, they let me down, or I should have just stuck with my gut. But I'm gonna go. And the Raiders, the Raiders have been letting me down too. So these are two let down teams for me. I want to root for them, and then they just blow me away. So I'm gonna say the Vegas Raiders this time. My brothers are gonna like that. I got a feeling that they got to win one of these games at home for their fans. And yeah, John's right. Their offense can put up points, but their defense just isn't consistent. Houston's really, really fighting, and it's really hard for me to say no to Houston, and I kind of regret it already. But I'm going to say Raiders.
Okay. Dina.
Taking Houston. They're playing kind of gritty and not a lot of people are looking at them, but I think they're getting better. So I'm gonna go with Houston.
Okay. David. David, you still with us?
I'm going with the Texans. Josh McDaniels is trash.
We could agree on that.
Okay, so everybody so me and Brian only one chose Raiders, right?
Yeah, I took the Raiders.
Yeah.
And I can't see what YTC said.
Oh, he stopped. He stopped after the Jets and Broncos game.
Yeah, I can't see. I don't see nothing said for him.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Raiders too, even though what's name not playing in this game.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Devontae.
Yeah.
He's not playing this game. So even though it's at home, I think the Raiders gonna win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have been paying attention to Houston. They have been, fighting hard for their coach, fighting hard for their playing hard. But I'm just having my gut feeling says Raiders. And my man is in the chat. CG Ruthless.
There he is.
49 talk.
Look at that. Anyway.
Oh, CG.
Yeah.
How you doing, my brother?
He's probably with the wife, so he probably
I know.
I know. Because every time I hang out and see him, he says, he's busy. All right.
Yeah. And not a game for fires.
Yeah, the fire.
No, wait a minute. This is not a wolf crab. I got the wrong person. None again.
Oh, we got a good chat going now. Look at that.
There you go. All right.
Okay, so
2 more games left.
Seattle at LA Chargers.
All right, so last week I took Seattle against the Cardinals. I'm gonna take Seattle again. I don't know what's wrong with the Rams, and this is not me making fun of the Rams.
No, not the Rams.
Yeah.
LA Chargers.
Oh, LA Chargers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rams on the bye this week.
Oh yeah, because both play in LA. My bad.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's my fault. All right. So now I gotta change up. Anyway, okay. So Seattle versus the Chargers. The Chargers, I saw them. What was it? Sunday night, Monday night. Whenever the Chargers play, uh, I think they went to overtime and got the victory
Yeah.
at at the final minute of the game. Seattle, they're they're putting points on the board. They are scoring. They beat the Cardinals for whatever the reason. I don't know what's wrong with the Cardinals. I think this game's gonna be fun to watch. I think this is probably gonna be, and call me crazy, I think this is gonna be a fun game to watch. Yeah, because
Okay.
so I gotta make a pick. So I'm gonna go. And what is my gut telling me? The Chargers or the Seahawks? I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna go with the Seahawks in this game. Call me crazy, and I don't like the Seahawks, and I hope they lose. But my gut is telling me just pick the Seahawks. So uh, that's my pick. That's my pick.
Brian.
I'm going Chargers. I don't want to root for the
Chargers.
Seahawks,
I know.
and both of them are banged up a little. Well, the Chargers are still a little bit banged up, but if the Chargers can help us out here, that's going to help us in our division.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking Seattle might be the one team that's going to contend with us and trying to make a playoff push. I don't believe the Rams or the Cardinals at this point. So, yeah, but Seattle's hungry.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing. And Geno Smith don't look so bad anymore, does he? Broken jaw or no jaw,
Oh my
right?
goodness. Like I don't know how many teams he played for, but I know he was with the Jets. He was competent over there, but he never had good numbers. And then he bounced around. I know he played for the Giants for 1 year, and then he's been the Russell Wilson's backup. Maybe because he's been learning the system for the last 2-3 seasons. Maybe he had a leg up, and maybe because he's learned finally a system, even though he didn't. Maybe the system worked away for him. But yeah, I still feel the Seahawks. Like I can't stand them, but this is a pick'ems, and I got to go with what my gut's telling me. And Brian, you may be right. Like I was having this conversation with someone in my life, a personal life. Maybe the Cardinals could finish at the bottom. Maybe the Rams. Maybe the Seahawks, who we were all making fun of. Maybe they could be a playoff team. I don't know, but yeah, our division is right now just very confusing right now.
Yeah. They're definitely making noise, but I'm gonna say Chargers, and maybe that'll quiet that noise a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right.
Dina.
Chargers.
Okay. David.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Yeah. I'm going with the Chargers too. Even though I'm last if you asked me yesterday, I was with Seattle. But today I'm having this feeling with the Chargers.
Mhm.
And not a game with Cat says Seahawks for the upset.
Mhm.
Not a Wolf game supposed to be with us now.
Oh no!
Chargers.
Oh no! It's the game. Oh man! I'll wait for Korey to announce it.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. KC. Kansas City at San Francisco.
All right.
49ers.
All right. So I go first. So everyone knows I don't pick my team because there's always a conflict of interest. I do want them to win. Now the over under is 48 points. So that's a little bit too high in my opinion, especially what happened last week. The Niners were still under even against the Falcons. I was looking at Kansas City's roster, and they don't have Tyreek Hill, but they do got the Marcus Valdez-Scanlon and Juju Smith-Schuster, who are not bad wide receivers. Travis Kelce is going to give the Niners defense a tough time. All right. So the point spread, going by the numbers, basically the Niners are +3, Chiefs are -3 when you go. So put 3 extra points for the Niners score. So when I look at this game, by the numbers, what everything is saying, Kansas City should beat us. They have no excuse. Any given Sunday, we lost to the Falcons, we could beat Kansas City. You never know any given Sunday. I do want the Niners to win, but I'm going to go crazy, go over the points, go over and take the points. I think that this might be a shootout. So I'm going to take the points over.
Okay, Brian.
I am going Niners. I agree it's going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be a game that Jimmy Garoppolo will have to come out and throw. I know people don't want to hear that. They don't want to see him doing that. But there's been a lot of good passes that he's made where we've had drops. So for whatever reason, if these guys can get on the same page as him and we can get those balls that he does, hit the guys in the hands with and they can grab it, I think we can beat any team on any given Sunday. The Chiefs, we have got this revenge against them for the last couple of years now. Bosa is optimistic about playing. Jimmy Ward's coming out there with the club. He wants to hit somebody. So this is probably the biggest game of the week. And I think the Niners are going to win it. I think Kansas City's coming in and they're going to overlook us and underestimate us. And I think the Niners, when people say, oh, they're going to lose, we end up winning those games. And whatever sucks, it's sad to say, when you say we're going to win these games, we end up losing them. We should beat the Bears. We should beat the Broncos. But when people are like, oh, yeah, the Niners are – we choke on those games. We go in overconfident. But when it's us against the world, and this is that game we need to win. We need to beat them, and then we need to beat the Rams before we go into the bye. So I'm going Niners. Call me a homer, call me crazy, or just call me Bryant. Go Niners.
Dina.
I'll call you Bryant. I'm going with the Niners too, only because I still have revenge in my soul for Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I think after last week's debacle with Atlanta, I think we're due.
Yeah, we
If
have something to prove.
yeah, if our we got some key players coming back on our defense, which is great. But our offense needs to really step it up. And I think now, they probably will, knowing that there was a lot of goofy stuff going on in Atlanta, and the revenge setting will be even more sweet. So, yeah, I'm taking my Niners.
Okay, David.
So, I hardly ever pick against my team. But at this point, we are far from playing our best football. I honestly think if it gets into a throwing game, a shootout, I honestly don't trust Jimmy G to get the job done. And they ain't necessarily. Well, what it is like what last week, the bonehead throws into triple coverage,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Make me doubt the man. They do. They make me doubt the man. And I look at it like we need to run the ball, eat the clock, and keep Mahomes on the sideline. That's the recipe for beating the Chiefs. And I think their run defense is good enough to the point where we're not going to be winning this game. But it's not necessarily because of them. It's because we're not playing our best football right now. So I'm picking the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, guess what? A lot of my 49 fans gonna be mad at you and me. Because Well, Nine Cat says time to put Kelsey in shame, and then he also said, let me see, George Killer's coming out party. We've been saying hoping he have come out party pretty soon.
Yeah, we just got to learn what to do on 4th and 1.
Quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak.
Yeah, like lay the hell down. You're over 6 feet tall. Lay the hell down.
I mean, there was so many times, and like I know when you're like closer, it's 4th and 1 or like 4th and inches. Jimmy does really good. There was a time in the game, and I was like, man, it's 4th and 1. But then when they pulled back with the camera, and I seen it was like a real 1 yard line, I was like, that looks a little bit longer. But I still had confidence he could have got it as long as they don't send Trent Williams in motion. We shouldn't have no offsides. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all gonna be mad at me because I'm choosing Kansas City.
I still love you.
I told CG this too. I said, CG, I gotta agree with you because he chose Kansas City too in the NFC roundtable, and also he did a pick'ems before it. And I said, I have to go with you with this, CG. Because he said even the 49 fans going to be mad at him. So I had to go with I'm praying that I'm wrong. I'm praying that y'all right. That the 49ers do lose. Win. I'm sorry. That the 49ers do win. Jimmy G gets like 3 yards on QB sneaks. Do everything every time. If not. But I'm hoping that we win, but I just don't have the confidence right now in my team. How they played against Atlanta, only scoring 14 points. If they want to beat Kansas City, they gotta keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. And by winning time possession, if you do that, run the ball. Get all 4 running backs, all 5 of them. I don't care. Get all our running backs involved. Run. Whoever get the high end and whoever running, run them. We got to stop sticking with this D2 running back. Cal, come like you when you first came. I run that ball by committee.
Yeah.
I don't know why Cal is going away from that. He's stuck on with either go the 2 running backs. You got Jordan Mason there. Use them. You got JDP. Use them. Use all them running backs.
Yeah.
If I was to be Jordan Mason, I'll be singing that song. Use me. Use me up. I can't think how the song go. I'm lost my. But
Korey, you're right. There was a running back by committee, and then everybody got hurt last year, so we only went with Elijah Mitchell. But then there was times that we had like other players that were supposed to be healthy, but they were in the doghouse, like Trey Sermon and other players. I don't know. Jermichael Hasty was in the doghouse, but we could have used him more last year. No, we just used Mitchell, and then now we use him again, and he got hurt. And now we're gonna run Wilson into the ground before we get no we're gonna go and sign Tevin Coleman, who's like I don't know how old he is, but there was a reason we were able to sign him really quickly. Yeah, he knows our offense, but no one else wanted him either. So it's one of those things. It's like why are they not using the rookies? Do they really not trust the rookies, or are the rookies not what we are hoping for?
Yep. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Cal needs to get in shape. Like I'm kind of if Jimmy if Cal can't if we can't make the playoffs or make it some, I think we need to change coach. I think we might need to even make DeMeco our head coach and bring up and all he can hire what's our running back coach? Um
Bobby, what is it? Bobby Jackson?
Bobby Turner.
Bobby Turner. Thank you.
Turner or the other guy. Just hire him this year, take Turner's place for because he's out for a while. Turner has been off for a year. From San Diego. I mean not San Diego. LA he's from
Yeah.
I think it was with San Diego then. I can't think of his name right now.
No, but he's like the assistant head coach or something like that right now. He's supposed to be doing things behind the scenes that Kyle can't manage. And Anthony Lynn.
Yeah. Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, we could hire him as head coach, but wouldn't this be a little bit weird? Fangio's been poking around. D'Amico Ryan goes and gets hired somewhere next season. We bring in Fangio because he's been poking around on the practice field, and Harbaugh's coming to the stadium this weekend.
Yep, but
did that happen, or am I crazy?
Fangio, he runs 3-4 defense.
I know,
and that'd be a big change.
I know,
but he runs a hybrid too, and he can go back from 3 and 4 and 4 and 3.
Yeah, well, we can't change up the front, the front of the line, because then Nick Bosa cannot play defensive end. He's a pure pass rusher. That's why we drafted him.
Yeah.
That's why we drafted Drake Jackson. Okay, it's not that the 3-4 is awful. Okay,
but that doesn't mean Fangio will go to that either, because he has run both in his career. We just had most success when he was there in 2012 and 2011. But when he went to the Bears and stuff, the Broncos, he was running that. He was running both ways. So I think he's smart enough to be able to take what we have and fit it to his scheme.
I don't see it. Like, if I had to put money on it, or if anyone wants to, I would win. And again, I'm just saying, like, does Kyle, how he is, if he's going to be the coach next season, he'll probably promote from within, or he'll probably bring someone, because he talks to his dad. Like, when he got the job, Kyle's father said, get John Lynch. When the offensive coordinator or the quarterback coach went to Kentucky, who did Kyle do? He talked to his dad. They said, hey, go get Ryan Greasy. He was my quarterback. He wants to get into coaching. So it's just who he is. It's just like I have OCD. I don't know if Kyle and his dad suffer from that, but when you have OCD, you can't do what other people tell you, because that's just how you are. Speaking from a guy who has OCD, yeah. If I would bring in, no, I wouldn't do it.
Now, it is definitely weird though that the guy's been to our facilities multiple times in this season, multiple times in the preseason. He's definitely getting seen. So there's definitely he's definitely in talks of coming back, or they're using his opinion. But why would you go give someone your advice if you're not getting anything from it, or getting something potentially offered to you in the future?
I don't know.
I mean, if you were if you're Fangio, right? Wouldn't you be like scorned a little bit by the Niners and be like, you guys didn't promote me, Tom Hula, right? You could have promoted me to coach, and we would have been probably running going right back to the Super Bowl really quick, because he would have had the same, the core of guys would be believing in him. But for us to jump, and then that was like a smack in the face to him. But he keeps coming around, so there's got to be something in the works.
So speaking of Vic Fangio, he was hired by the Philadelphia Eagles. I did not know that. I just Googled his name, and the first thing that popped out the defensive consultant for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know if he's going to be there the following season, but yeah, he's on the Eagles right now.
That's very interesting.
Mm.
So
Okay, Sunday night football. Pittsburgh Steelers at Miami.
I'm going to take Miami. I know that um, the Steelers won last week, but they went back to Trubisky because their rookie got hurt. He's on concussion protocol, so I don't know if he's going to play. And if Kenny Pickett does play, again coming off a concussion, after what happened to Tua situation, I think they're going to go with Trubisky. This is another confusing game. What my gut is telling me, just pick the team that your gut is telling you. My gut's telling me Miami. I could be wrong. I could lose this game, but again, I know I'm gonna have a bad record on Tuesday, but I'm gonna just continue to pick what my gut's telling me. I'm taking Miami.
Bryant.
Miami. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to come in and win. Miami has to bounce back from what's been happening to them as a team. If they don't bounce back this game, their season's over. So Pittsburgh's still looking for their quarterback, but Miami has a solid core right now. And if Josh McDaniels loses right now, he could lose his locker room. I got a feeling because the injury and everything. He really needs this victory.
Okay. Dina.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami also. I think it's time for them to step up.
Okay. David. David, you still with us?
Is he?
Well, my dang mic wouldn't unmute. So is Bridgewater going to be playing?
Yeah.
I'm taking Miami.
Okay. So who's Miami? Is it still is gonna be? Is their starter quarterback ain't back yet? Is it
I don't think so. I think it's Bridgewater right now.
Bridgewater? Yeah. But Trubisky did very good against Tampa Bay. He was playing hard. So I think I'm gonna go with Trubisky. I guess I'll be the only one going Steelers. Because I'm just thinking with Trubisky. Right now, I don't know. I don't trust Miami's quarterback situation right now. So I am going Pittsburgh. And I'm the only one. Right? Dean, I did you right. I didn't skip you this time, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Monday Night Football.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready to party?
Mm-hmm.
John Jay.
Very easy. The Bears are
Oh,
playing.
I'm sorry. Chicago Bears and New England.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears versus New England Patriots. So very simple. I think everyone knows this. The Bears are playing against Bailey Zappi. Take New England. Now Butters is gonna come in here. I heard that, John Jay.
Right.
I'm going New England. I don't care who they have at quarterback. They have a good coach. They have a good defense. They're playing at home. It's hard to beat New England at home for the last 20 years now.
Uh-huh.
Let's go New England.
Yeah.
Okay. Dina.
Yeah, I'm taking New England too.
And David.
New England. I think the Bears.
And
I think the Bears' chances of winning are like winning the lottery.
Take Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi's better than Mac Jones.
I'm going New England too.
I believe the hype. Where's Mac Ultra?
Gosh.
And points for the Monday night.
Points for
And
Monday
for the
night.
tiebreaker.
Points for Monday night. I think New England will put maybe 27 points. I think the Bears are going to put like, let's be generous, 13 points. So 40 points combined.
Okay.
Mm.
Bryant.
I'm gonna be a little bit more optimistic. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say 48 total points. Patriots win 28. Bears win maybe 20. Yeah, like not win, but put up 20.
Yeah.
So you're just having fun, because the New England is gonna outscore them, and if they get any points, Chicago gets any points, it'll be garbage time points. So overall score 48 points.
Dina.
I'm gonna say 45.
Okay. David.
I think Chicago's offense is scoring like 6 points in this game. So I'm gonna say 38.
38. Okay. Well, I'm only 34 points.
Okay.
Because I think, like David said, I always think they're gonna probably he might get, I don't know. My gut says 34 points. And that's our picks for week 7. Oh, David, I didn't ask you because you came on a little late. I didn't ask you. How did you do on last week picks?
I broke even.
Broke even?
Yep.
Me and John Jay went 8-6.
One, two,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I went. I had nine losses overall.
Okay.
And I got too many in a row. That really hurt.
Yeah.
So hopefully I do better this week.
Yeah. I know I'm gonna do awful. I took a lot of tough picks. We'll see what happens. But I
Any
thought
given Sunday.
but I thought I was gonna be awful, and I still went 8-6. Last week, well, the week before I went 12-4, so 10 wins over, so 20-10. It's not that bad.
No.
Yeah. I was surprised, like, with the loss. Like, I was surprised when Green Bay lost to the Jets and Tampa Bay loses to Pittsburgh. I'm like, man.
Yeah, that surprised me too.
Yeah, all the Bays lost. All the Bays lost this weekend.
Yeah. So what's them got suspended for 2 games? Raiders receiver.
Devontae?
Yeah, Devontae Adams got suspended for 2 games. I don't know if the suspension came from the Raiders or from the NFL.
Huh.
But I heard that he's suspended for 2 games. It might be more if the NFL get involved in it.
Yeah.
So they get sued by this man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So did anybody hear Tom Jim Irsay come out and say that he wants the NFL owners to come together and vote out Daniel Snyder?
Oh,
No.
no, I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
Pat McAfee reported it today on his show, and Jim Irsay, Pat McAfee being a Colts, kicker and stuff, and um, Jim Irsay came out, and I guess he had said it. The NFL coach owners need to come together and vote out Daniel Snyder. So that's I think it's going to happen here soon.
Mm.
Wow.
Um,
Did you hear that story about Daniel Snyder gonna throw like all kinds of people under the bus? I can't wait for this to happen. This ought to be juicy.
Well, like like after the draft, I was talking to YTC. He's not here right now, but he would confirm it. I said the Commanders are going to have some dark days ahead. I think I think because of all the mess, Ron Rivera at the most maybe next season, and then they'll probably have to let him go or they'll step down. Uh, Probably a lot of the players are going to ask for a trade or hold out, and it's gonna be some dark days. And then I was like, don't be surprised if Dan Snyder was like, I'm sick and tired of these owners throwing me under the bus, the commissioner, all the legal stuff that he's dealing with. He said, you know what? Who wants to buy the team? I'll lowball a price. Someone just buy me out. And I was saying that was going to happen. And if the owners want to vote him out, I'm not sure what's going to happen after that, but the Commanders are going to be on some dark days, and they're probably going to be like the next 30 years of probably like the Lions. Probably a lot of their fans will be like depressed, and it's going to be awful before it gets anytime good. Because again,
Huh.
it like, and again, I'm not a Commanders fan, or whatever they were called just a few years ago. I would always call them like before I would always call them either Washington Reds or I would just say the word skin. I never put the two words together. I never said that. So eventually, I just called them the Washington D.C. football team because I know the connotation of where that came from. But there's a lot of other underlying reasons why that name was chosen. But I don't want to get into that. That's for a different discussion. But at the end of the day, I never, whatever call them. I would call them just like I said. What they should do is like what the Red Sox do, like Red Sox, because it's just Sox, or just become the Reds. Like just take away the other word and just put red, so they can keep the logo or do what their soccer professional team does and just put DC, and they'll be called Washington DC or Washington Football Club, something, you know, so that they can continue that stuff. But unfortunately, they chose Commanders, which is a very weird name, just to say the least. But yeah, that organization has some dark days, and if he's gonna throw owners under the bus, I'm not surprised. Again, I hate Jed York. I hope he has something on Jed York, so then he'll be forced to sell the team. I hate Jed York. I hate him.
um, let me see what I was thinking about before we start talking about Commanders. So, oh boy, I'm lost my mind.
I really
Okay,
don't
this
know.
I know what I want to. I was thinking about. Also, I'm hoping this game against Kansas City. One thing I want, if we come out with a win, also no more injuries.
Oh
No more injuries.
yes.
I don't know what we should do. I don't know if it's staff or what it is that we need to do. Change. Maybe it is need to drink milk. And we need all our players to drink milk and get their taste of vitamin D. Maybe they not.
Yeah, because the conditioning sucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Nick Bosa limited, Trent Williams limited, Mooney Ward did not practice, McGlinchey did not practice, Armstead did not practice,
Damn.
and Jimmy Ward limited.
But Glenchie will probably play. Jimmy Ward will probably play. Bosa will probably play. So we should be okay.
Oh no,
Okay,
man.
can someone tell me when is Armstead coming back?
I don't think he's coming back. He's got that plantar fasciitis or something like that.
Oh no!
I don't think he's coming back.
Wow. Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! That means that he has a flat foot. And for those who don't know what that means, because I had to go and learn this medical crap because I was a coach, so I had to learn this shit at college. So when most people look at their feet, there's like a little curve on their foot. People who have flat feet suffer from plantar fasciitis. So when they do any type of physical labor or any type of what football players do, oh man, that thing hurts like a curse word. I don't want to say it on Korey stream. So what they do is they basically give you like a thing, like something to curve that out,
like an arch.
Yeah, that word. So for those who have flat feet, they deal with that stuff. Even like a friend of mine, who's a good friend of mine, he has plantar fasciitis. He has to buy special shoes from a doctor. So the doctor basically measure his feet. They do it, and then he gets shoes every 3 months.
Yep.
So he hates it, but he doesn't deal with plantar fasciitis. And he used to play soccer. So, and that's worse because soccer is a different sport than football because you're running for 90 minutes. So
right.
So yeah, so he couldn't play soccer anymore. So, and his kids, unfortunately, his kids inherit plantar fasciitis. They can't play any activity. So that sucks for them.
Yeah, I have flat feet, and I know, being in marching bands for umpteen years, after a while, there's a lot of pain. And that's what they told me because I have flat feet. And I was like, okay. And sometimes if I walk a lot, it's like getting worse, I guess, because I'm getting older. And certain shoes I have to put like those arch supports in. But they say I don't have it, but there's pain. So I don't know. But yeah, if you have flat feet, then that explains it.
Out of my family, I have a little bit of an arch, but I have probably like flat feet considered, to most. And I don't help myself. I buy a lot of shoes that don't help my arch at all. But I've noticed it too. And wearing different shoes and stuff helps correct it, but it takes a long time to help correct it. So if he's got a significant flat foot where he's getting pain, this is going to take a long time for him to heal. It really is.
Yeah.
So do y'all think, I'm trying to say his name. Oh God.
McGlinchey?
No, he's a defensive tackle. He's not with the 49ers. He's a free agent right now. He used to be with Tampa Bay, and I think he used to be with the Rams. Ndamukong
Suh?
Yeah.
Nah. That dude has a lot of character issues. Like when he was with the Lions, he was suspended a few times. One time, after he sacked or tackled, he stepped on Matthew Stafford. He did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers. Then he went to, I think, Tampa Bay. He was doing the same thing. He's a good player, but now he's older. I think he's like in his
He's
at least
35.
34, 35. And with those character issues, one thing about John Lynch, and they don't want no character issues because after Reuben Foster, I remember
Oh,
what happened. I was getting ready to watch the Tampa Bay 49ers game in 2017 or 2018, one of those years. And breaking news, just as the ball is kicked off, Reuben Foster will not go on the plane after the game ends. And basically, I was like, oh, they're just leaving him in Tampa Bay. They just left him. So he was at the hotel. They said, you ain't going back to San Francisco with us. So then the Commanders picked him up. He served a 1-year suspension, and then I don't know whatever happened to him, but
He got hurt.
so
His keyless.
So
And
yep.
but I would take a chance on the Diamond soon.
No.
Even though his character, yeah. But he was somebody that could stop that run.
Mm-hmm.
He's big enough to stop that run.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bad boy. But
Yeah.
I'll take a chance on him.
I would have really wished they would have went after like somebody like Von Miller or something like that. They were going to do something like that.
Yeah, Von Miller wanted.
Yeah. But Ndamukong Nasu, he's not a good player. He's a good football player, but he's not someone who you want on your football team.
Yeah.
You don't want, because again, like John said it too, he stepped on Rodgers, he stepped on Stafford, and it was like I can't remember which one he actually stomped on, but they flagged him for it. And
Wasn't it Incognito?
no, no, it was Ndamukong Nasu.
No, wasn't it Incognito? The offensive
Incognito
lineman.
Well, Incognito.
He said a bunch of racist stuff.
I think when he was on Miami, anyway, I forgot the details, but what happened was, and I discussed this in length, that Incognito, he is who he is. That's the person he is. That's whatever. I'm not a person who judges, but that's kind of messed up. And of course, so he got into an argument with a black player in Miami, and he said some stuff. Now, did he mean it? I don't know. It was much like what was written was much worse than what it was. But yeah, what he said, I don't condone. Then he got a second chance with Buffalo. Buffalo was like, okay, they gave him a little bit of slack, but then they're like, so then he goes to the Raiders, and he behaves himself under Gruden. So maybe the dude was just a hothead. If he is that type of person, the people's choice. That's whatever they want to do. But yeah, that was kind of messed up. Like you don't take your anger and use words at any type of. It doesn't matter who you are, black, white, whatever. You don't say certain words like that. That's just messed up, in my opinion.
Well, only me and CG thinks we should sign that guy.
Yeah.
CG he had the name on there. On his live.
I was looking at, there was a player that is on a trade block, but I forgot what team, so I'm gonna look it up. But there's a defensive tackle that some team does not want to pay him after this year. They're eligible for free agency, but it's a defensive tackle, and he's only 26. So I'm trying to find that list.
Platform 246. What's happening, Korey? And what's happening, Faithful?
Hey, it's Lawrence.
Yep,
Lawrence.
What up, buddy?
All right.
What the hell am I missing?
Lawrence. Yeah.
Lawrence, if you'd like to come on in, you can. If you'd like to come on in here, you can. The link is in the chat. Who you got winning this game? Kansas City and 49 game, Lawrence. Who you pick? See. Let me see. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just excited because once again, when you count us out, we seem to prevail. And when everybody starts saying we're the world champions and we're world beaters, we fall flat on our face. So if everybody wants to just keep on saying we're going to lose, I'm okay with that as long as we win.
Platform says his phone is tripping like our team.
Yeah, this should be an interesting week.
Right now, we still in the lead of our division in the NFC West. So we do need to win this game so we can stay in the lead. And also,
Yeah, because isn't this like midpoint for almost everybody?
yeah.
So I mean, after this is like do or die.
After this game, we got the LA Rams in SoFi. So we got to go down there, and hopefully our defense is healthy. Like I say, go in this game healthy, and we just smack around Matthew Stafford again. Smack him up.
I'm trying to remember what team it was. It was an East Coast team, and they beat the Rams. And they showed this interview with this guy, and he said, "Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a Niners, and I think it was Carolina. Yeah." And this one fan came out, and he's like, "Yeah, they got us at Levi East." He says, I guess the 49ers are going to name this stadium Levi East now. And I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We've been playing a lot of away games this season.
Yeah.
We have more away games than homes right now.
Well, I'm looking forward to next season. I understand. Yeah, if I'm correct, I heard that it's supposed to be playing the Commanders, like Frisco coming here, playing the Commanders, Philly, and Pittsburgh. So that's like tri-state area. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yep. Yep.
I could take the train. Woo! I don't have to fly.
Yep. Yeah, basically Kansas City and the 49ers. Yep. Yeah, that's the game of the week, so that they'll be showing it on all markets. After
I hope so.
After that, the Rams. We go to LA. Damn it. My bad. Yeah. I live right next to a freeway, so I deal with that all the time.
Hey, I live next door to a police station and a fire station, so I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I live across the street from the park. Like today, I was cleaning up baby food off out of the park today. Somebody threw a lot of baby food down on the ground. I'm picking it up in the trash.
I live right next to a housing project, so a lot of dirt bikes.
Oh, jeez.
So, Hey, but hey, for those like like David knows, Corey knows. I think Brian knows. Like I grew up in this area called Daly City, right next to it. It's a little rough neighborhood called Sunnydale. So, yeah, I've always been around tough neighborhoods. So I'm used to
Same,
that.
And
same here.
Platform says Rams house is our house.
Yeah.
We have
So
our own
yeah.
bathrooms there.
So yeah. So
Oh,
kids.
I'm gonna take a picture of it when I do it. I'm really slow right now. I'm being very, cautious. I'm taking over keys from my new apartment, my new property, and I'm just doing everything slow so I don't, ruffle anybody's feathers. But there is a Rams license plate in my garage at work. I am removing that tomorrow. I might be replacing it with the parking reserve 49er logo or something. But I'm gonna be taking the picture when I take it down off the wall because it's not Ram's house in Stockton, California, and it's not Ram's house anywhere around me.
Yeah. Yeah. So
No.
basically, the week 7, Kansas City, week 8, the Rams, and we got the bye week, middle of the year, which is good.
Yep.
Then we got the Chargers. So I think after, yeah, then is the game that I'm so excited. The Mexico game in
Yep.
Stadio Azteca. Cannot wait for that game. And there is a little urban legend. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard it, and I give TRL a hard time. So Kyler Murray is less than 6 foot, and in Mexico, there's an urban legend where they call it an enano, which is a little small elf like demon creature.
Oh,
So
I thought you were gonna say chupacabra.
no, not that. So in Mexico, like there is a belief that there's these little tiny small people that are like evil, and what they do is when the kid is bad at night, when the parents are not there, they snatch the little kid. So I do the joke with TRL. Hey, be careful. Make sure you keep your quarterback surrounded with grown people because he might get snatched by the enanos, which is like a small elf-like demon creature. So it's a little urban myth down in that country.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard about that too. There's supposed to be signs down there, and they look like the character from Lilo and Stitch, like little
Oh,
alien guys with
Yeah.
claws. And
yeah.
I was told by multiple people it's called the chupacabra, and maybe I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I'm a white guy, but that's what it looks like is like Lilo and Stitch, a little mini alien creature. It's supposed to be some kind of blood sucking creature. It goes after goats, and if you Google it, it looks like a little chihuahua, but the pictures look like Stitch. Like the urban
Mhm.
legend.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
John, you're right. There's something definitely down there. Bigfoot's up here. They got a demon down there.
I know, cause like so, the chupacabra, which basically it drinks the goat because cabra is Spanish for goat, and basically it's a blood sucking goat creature. That's why in the '90s a lot of goats had like a lot of weird bites and weird blood that was coming out of them. Eventually, it was found out it was like these weird giant poisonous moths that live out in that region. But they have a weird type of fox that's not like a normal fox that lives in the desert, and it does not look like any normal fox. Like a blue, like and you said it right, like a bluish, like color. And one guy in Texas actually shot a weird fox creature. He still has the bones, and the stuff has never like decomposed like a normal thing. It still has the bluish color, so it's hard for people to explain what it is. But most people who study fox, it's a hybrid of a fox. So that it could be that it might be these weird, dangerous moths that are very like has like poisonous things. That's why it does what it does. But no one knows what that thing really is. But there's a real thing called enanos. Basically, it's a small little elf-like creature that takes you to like the underworld or something. So
Oh, great. Thank you very much. I'm about to go to bed soon. Now I'm going to have the dreams of that crap.
hey, at the end of the day, every culture has weird stories. It's fun. It's fun to learn. It's not as bad as you think, but like I said, it's not as bad as you think.
What was I thinking about before? So Thursday night, I chose New Orleans. And John Jay, you chose New Orleans, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And David chose Red Chickens. And Brian, you chose New
Mhm.
Orleans, right? And
Yep.
Dina chose New Orleans, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So David's the only one chose Arizona, right?
Yep.
Then we got Sunday the 23rd. We got Atlanta at Cincinnati. And I chose Cincinnati. John Jay, you chose Atlanta. No,
I forgot what team. Let me pull up my sheet, and let me get my what I picked. All right, so I took New Orleans, and then I took the Bengals.
okay. And then Detroit at Dallas. I think we all took Dallas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee. I took Tennessee. Brian, I think you took Tennessee. John Jay, you took Tennessee.
Yep.
And David, you took Tennessee. And Dina, you took Tennessee, right?
Yes.
And everybody chose Green Bay at Washington. And I think we all took Tampa Bay over Carolina. And then we took, I took the Giants.
I took the Giants.
Took the Giants. Yep.
So did I.
Go Jaguars.
Oh yeah, I took the Jaguars. I feel
Yep.
like, hey, we'll see what
And
happens.
then Cleveland Browns at Baltimore. I took Baltimore.
Me too.
I took Cleveland.
I took Cleveland.
And David, you took Cleveland, right?
That's right. Should have took the
And-
Ravens.
And then Jets at Denver. I took the Jets. John Jay, you took the Jets too, right?
Yep, I took the Jets.
And,
I took Jets.
So
And
did
did-
I.
and David, you took the Jets, right?
That's right.
We all took the Jets over Denver. Houston Texans at Las Vegas. I think I'm the only one took the Raiders. No, Brian took the Raiders, huh?
Yeah, I took the Raiders.
And Dina, I think you took Houston.
Yes.
Yeah, three of us took. Me, David, Dina took the Texans.
And then Seattle at LA Chargers. I took the Chargers. And Dina, I think you took the Chargers.
Yes.
And Ryan, you took the Chargers, right?
Yep.
And I think
I took the Seahawks.
And David, you took.
I took the Chargers because I think the Seahawks defense ain't stopping shit.
I know.
Okay. And then me and David only one took the 49ers over this game.
I took the Chiefs. You took the Chiefs too, right?
Yep.
Oh man, my Chiefs suck. I mean, not my Chiefs. My Niners suck. For people that take the Chiefs.
And Brian, you took the 49ers, and Dina took the 49ers.
Yep.
Yep.
And TLC took the Chiefs too. I ain't put his up there. And Pittsburgh at Miami. I took Pittsburgh. And I think I'm the only one to Pittsburgh. Everybody I think took Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, I took Miami.
I took Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
I took Dolphins.
Okay. And then Monday night,
I think everyone
everybody took New England.
took. I'm sorry, Butters, but Bailey Zappi all day.
Yep. So this is our week for week 7
Yep.
picks. And we did our came on. Well, I came on early, too early. I thought, because my computer sometimes it acts up. I thought it was like when I came off a bike ride, it was like 6:30, and I walked up here, and it took my computer a long time. I clicked on the wrong button, and it went somewhere else, and I had to go back there and wait for it to go to this other place, and then finally I got to my steam yard, clicked on that, and I like, okay. Then I did the countdown, and I looked. I said, "Wait a minute! Oh, I'm early. It's only 6:52. It's not 7 o'clock yet. Oops." So I said, "I'll wait till everybody come."
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here, go eat some dinner or something. I have something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
Well,
bed. It's almost midnight. Well, 11:39.
Yeah.
well, thank you everybody for having me on. Dina, it's always nice talking to you. David, John, and
Mhm.
Corey. Thank you again,
Yep.
and hope to see you guys
Yeah.
next time.
I
All
see you.
right.
I plan on probably doing a Sunday show, Sunday night at 7 again.
Okay.
All right, everybody, go Niners.
Even though
Stay
I might be
faithful.
mad,
All right, Bryant, you have a good night,
hopefully be
buddy.
happy.
I'll see you guys.
Everybody
later.
take care.
Everybody take care.
All
All
right.
right.
Good night.
And
Good
thank you,
night.
platform, and thank you, YTC, and thank you, 49 Whoopcast. Thank you all for coming in.
Mhm.
I think I got everybody. Yep.
Go eat your
Thank
dinner.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Bye.
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 All right, you guys have a good night.
You
Mhm.
too.
Come on, what's going on?
All right, Corey.
All
Okay.
right.
See you guys. Have a good night.